Hello everyone and welcome to another ESV TV spotlight of our player. This time is again Liquid's TaeJa. Just absolutely phenomenal Terran player. Let's take a look. Of course, hailing from Korea, he used to be on Team ZX, then on Team Slayers, and now he's on Team Liquid, which is great. We'll get to see him in foreign tournaments a lot. Should be quite a lot of fun. And he's going to be playing up against TSL.Symbol in this next game. So let's actually just jump right in. I'll talk about it as the game gets started here. Alright, here it is, guys. TaeJa in the 9 o'clock position as our red Terran representing Team Liquid against his opponent in the 6 o'clock position. Symbol as our blue Zerg representing Team SCV Life. Now, Symbol, he's a player who he's got some great builds, great timings. He makes good decisions all around. He's a smart player. In the past, he's had trouble with micro. He's had trouble with positioning and just setting up fights well and executing them well. But it's something that he's been working on a lot and has gotten a lot better at recently. So we've seen some excellent late game control of his with Infestors dropping Fungal and Ultras and Banelings streaming and destroying everything. So just an excellent composition. That's something that's really hard to use. A lot of Zerg players have trouble with that type of stuff. With using Ultras effectively, you really need good Fungals to keep the Terran infantry from kiting away while your Ultras are doing splash damage. And be able to use that with Ultras and Banes is just awesome. But he also is a little bit cheesy sometimes in ZVT. We've seen a lot of Roach all-ins from him, so got to keep our eyes peeled for that. Looks like TaeJa... Oh, looks like he was deciding whether or not to go command center first, but he's going to be going for the barracks. Interesting wall placement. Usually he puts it in the middle and then a supply depot up here, so... Is it possible to drop a second barracks? I doubt it. Probably just going to be a depot. If you were going to drop a second barracks, I would expect it to be over here on this map, just to lift onto the low ground. By the way, this is the old version of Metalopolis, unfortunately. So he's just playing it on a ladder. These are ladder replays we got from him. So it's got the gold in the center and no rocks blocking it. Because Blizzard is sometimes a little bit misguided with their map balance. But Symbol's going hatchery first, so he's going for the economic build. Pretty much every Zerg does this. Every ZVT now, you can defend against everything with it. With all the nerfs to the barracks build time, all that kind of stuff. Double barracks proxied is usually not that big of a deal if you micro very well with your drones and react properly. And TaeJa will be going gasless, so it's not going to be any type of early reactor or Hellion build. He's instead just going to be rushing out that command center. Loves his economic play. Almost always nowadays you'll see him either command center first or one racks command center, no gas. And he even drops it on the low ground. He's just so confident. He's got some real balls on him. TaeJa going to be scouting cross positions first. Not going to find Symbol. Symbol no gas. He just dropped pool and no gas. So maybe we'll see that quad queen preparation out of him that I've been talking about. It's a great move lots of Koreans do nowadays. It denies any type of Hellion pressure the same way a lot of speedlings would, but you don't have to get gas, so it's a little more efficient. You get more drones out. You don't have to make a whole bunch of lings. So yet again, you get more drones out. And with 2 extra queens, you just get an explosive amount of creep spread. First queen on the way, and just 4 lings, so there's our double queen to start things off. 4 lings should be able to just clean up this SCV and get it out of the way. Meanwhile, TaeJa, what is his response? No double gas coming up. Are we going to see a 4 racks out of him again, or is he just going to drop 2 barracks now and then 2 gas? Oh, it might be a triple orbital off 1 racks, no gas. This is just getting more and more popular, not just in TVP, but apparently in TVZ as well. This is a build that's just so unbelievably economically oriented. You get out really, really fast triple SCV production and triple muling going on. So much energy available. You can throw it on skins if you want. Then he's going to go up to 3 racks. We'll probably see double gas after that. Oh, look at that. Pulling the mule away as well so that it doesn't end up mining extra minerals and losing them on its way back. Very, very efficient move there. No bunker, though. I would expect him to want to bunker pretty soon here when he's going for such a risky build. I mean, any type of Zerg bust you would think would punish this pretty hard, but TaeJa's pretty ridiculously good at holding any type of all-in. And it was quad queen, by the way, so that's awesome to see. I can't wait to see what Symbol's creep spread's going to look like in a couple minutes. Did those lings get up the ramp? Oh my god. TaeJa ever so slightly out of position with his marines. Actually let the lings up the ramp. Nice job saving the mule, though, but actually let the lings up the ramp and they saw the 3rd orbital. Perhaps a reason not to put the orbital right there. I mean, the 3rd orbital, it'll have a shorter SCV production distance here. But I feel like, I guess in close air, you can just send an overlord in and find it anyways. But I feel like if you just, put it right here, then maybe it wouldn't get scouted so easily. Because right now, Symbol I gotta say, if I were him, you know, I'd just go for some kind of bust, right? Like, you see that type of, that aggressive play, and yeah, actually we see a macro hatch and quad gas getting set up. He's just gonna go for a mass Baneling bust here. Could be just a massive amounts of Banelings. Could be really fast rush up to lair, but I seriously doubt you'd want to do that against this type of play. With the macro hatch, as opposed to trying to take a quick third, he's clearly just trying to go for some type of 2-base aggression. Build up a ton of units here off 2 bases and those three hatcheries. And of course, since he already has quad queen, he'll be able to just send one of those queens back home to larva inject here. We'll have that right away. Won't have to make another extra queen. Oh, unfortunately, we won't be able to save that overlord though. That'll supply block him just a little bit in a moment. 3 more overlords on the way though, so he should be fine. Oh, and he loses that creep tumor. A little bit unfortunate, but with quad queen, he has plenty of creep spread to go around. In fact, I believe he'll even have dessert. I mean, when you have this much creep spread, you could have 7-course tasting menu and you'll still be fine. Stim is on the way from TaeJa. Just 1 tech lab. Double gas going up though, so in fact, 3 gas. 3rd gas on the way here. So we are going to see a 2nd tech lab, 2 reactors. Just wants to be able to get that combat shield as well. See how it times out. Should be pretty close. Maybe like 20 seconds, 15 seconds late on his combat shield. But he'll have a ton of Marines pumping out with some decent upgrades. Since he does have 5 barracks pumping here. No eBays, no factory, none of that. He just really likes Marines. I mean, his Marine control is excellent. I like that he's trying to deny this creep spread. He knows how important it is at this moment. And we do see a bathing nest and a lair coming out. So, and double Evo. So is Symbol just going to go ahead and go double upgrades, tons of bathings, or he's actually going to try to rush out some mutas or something? I mean, he's certainly doesn't have, oh, he has like 600 gas saved up. Is he just going to use those for Banes and Bane's speed? He doesn't even have 1-1. I don't know why he got this Evo Chambers and isn't upgrading with them, though. I thought maybe he was waiting for that lair to get 2-2, but no, he doesn't have 1-1 yet. There we go. 1-1 has been started. Lair's done, so let's see what he uses it for. Is he going to get that Bane speed? Is he going to get a... Oh my god, an Infestation Pit. Now, generally, that's what you'd expect when you see double Evo. I just wasn't expecting it this quickly off 2 base against a triple orbital build. I thought against triple orbital he'd want to do something to punish it. Instead, it seems he's pretty confident just kind of letting TaeJa do what he wants. And he's just going to go ahead and build up his own tech. With quite a late third. TaeJa are moving out towards the gold center. Excellent move when you're on this map. It really shouldn't be possible because this is actually a really imbalanced strategy to do this. But hey, if it's there, man, if it's in the map, you got to play to it. Play to win. If you want to blame someone, blame Blizzard, I guess, or either of these players for not vetoing this map on ladder. Symbol gonna try and deny that base. Oh, he gets the Zergling in there right before the command center was about to land, just delaying that from being muled up. Put on just a little bit of pressure, not actually engaging, of course. He's trying to save up some gas, doesn't want to morph in too many bannings because he wants to save it up for those infestors. Looks like he'll have enough to be able to start 4 as Pathogen Glance passes that 30-second mark, where he's able to produce those. Have them start out with 75 energy. 1-1 is on the way as well from TaeJa. It's just a little bit behind 1-1 for Symbol, and if they both continue, he's just gonna have that 50-second timing window at each upgrade. So we'll see if Symbol's actually able to utilize that timing window and engage when he has 1-1 and his opponent's at 0-0, or if he's gonna miss that. 3 infestors on the way. Looks like he actually spent some gas on some more Banelings. He's a little bit paranoid. Still no Bane speed, though. He does have a lot of creep spread, but no Bane speed is going to make it really hard to engage. Oh, I love this spread out, though. A nice flank from Symbol, engaging it from 2 angles. An excellent surround on the infantry, but the Banelings go off on Marauders. They don't go off on the Marines. He still has mass Zergling, though, so he's going to get a partial surround on these Marines. Oh, but no, what? What are you doing, Symbol? He's winning the engagement for sure, but you want to talk about cost efficiency. Engaging 10 seconds before 1-1 was about to complete. Just means that he could have been that much more cost efficient with that entire engagement. And the more cost efficient you are, the fewer Banelings you have to recreate, the fewer Lings you have to recreate for the next engagement, the more infestors you can have. It all adds up. The more drones you're going to be able to have available for your third. Whereas, look at this, he has no drones there. Whereas we have plenty of SCVs at the third for TaeJa. So TaeJa, it looked like that was a big loss for him, losing so many Marines. And it certainly was not great to lose that many Marines. It was hurt him a lot. But he has a superior economy by a ridiculous amount. So he's actually in a totally fine position right now. A couple infestors moving forward here. TaeJa's got to be careful. He's going to lose all these SCVs. That hurts. Bringing him down into the disadvantage in the work account. Burrow Baneling mine from Symbol. TaeJa not keeping that map control. Unable to keep holding the Zenoga tower. Having just too much trouble. He's not going to be able to actually go defend. So his Baneling mine not going to be used for now. I'll try to keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, Symbol has droned up this third. So he's finally starting to get himself some nice saturation over there. Is up to 74 drones. I love that he was willing to be aggressive before that point. Move out with just a couple infestors. No hive tech just yet, though. He does have 2-2 started. TaeJa has started +2, not +2 armor just yet, though. He's going to need that pretty soon. Double drop coming in the main. 1 Spine's in position and 2 Queens. Target firing down the medevacs. Oh, but the Queens get target fired. One does burrow. Nice save. 1 medevac goes down. The other one does escape with 6 Marines, though. So that's pretty nice, but gotta love this from Symbol. All these TSL Zergs do this every single game. Just 1 burrowed Zerg at each expansion. It's a fantastic move. Just force a scan out of your opponent, delay the expansion. It's so cost efficient. 25 minerals to cost your opponent the, potentially 270 minerals gained from that mule that would have landed. 4th is on the way from Symbol as TaeJa is just securing his 3rd here. That's a lot of mules, though. So his economy is going to skyrocket here. And just get ever so slightly ahead of Symbol's economy. And he's starting to move out. Oh, the Bathing Mine gets missed, unfortunately. And it looks like Symbol going to perhaps go for a counterattack, or maybe this is just a flank, or maybe it was just a miss rally. It looks like a miss rally. Tried to right-click his whole army down here, and some of them chose the top area. Oh, that Bathing Mine is just, it's scary right now. Symbol just preparing for an engagement. He wants to wait for that 2-2 ideally. I love the hive timing. He's going to be able to get 3-3 started immediately and go up to Ultra Tech if he wants it. Wow, that Bathing Mine, man. Those Marines walked right over it. Symbol, you're killing me right now. You're killing me. He's going for a Zerg counterattack. Right as the 4th command center goes up, but he is going to be forced back. TaeJa with excellent game sense pulls back his army just in time to defend against that. Now he's not defended at the front, though. Symbol really likes Lings. Look at this. So many Lings, just a couple of Banes. Still no Bane speed. It's about to complete, though. There's a counterattack going back over into the 3rd. Meanwhile, engagement in the front, though. 2 siege tanks are going to help out TaeJa in this position. But meanwhile, the Lings are doing so much damage, he needs to lift that orbital command. Fungals going off in the entire army. Bathing streaming in, doing a ton of splash damage. Excellent Fungals. Will they be enough? Infested Terrans going down. They will be enough. Everything is getting decimated. And it looks like the counterattack was cleaned up. The orbital takes a lot of damage, but not enough. So, what a hold by TaeJa. What a hold. Keeps all of his SCVs alive. Really didn't take that much damage there. He lost command center, and he took some damage, but on his orbital, but that's not a big deal. He kept almost everything alive, just losing Marines, just losing Marauders. There's 3-3 on the way, though, from Symbol. 2-2 just completing, though, from TaeJa, so they're even on upgrades right now, and TaeJa's up on food, and he's way up on army supply, double his opponent. Oh my god, there it is! Finally get a banding on. Oh, I forgot I'm on low quality because I've been streaming, and it's, like, bad. It's, like, lags me on medium quality, so we didn't get to see the full explosion. That's a shame. I gotta remember to switch back to medium quality for the next cast. People are probably going to QQ all day about that. I'm surprised nobody has already. But Symbol finally starting to get his 3rd saturated. Unfortunately, I missed a drop that was going on. How fail? But it looks like he didn't really kill much. No workers killed. Just did some damage to the hatchery. This counterattack is killing a lot of workers, though. Look at that go up to 26 right now. And nice. I like that move. Just burrow a couple Lings in there. If your opponent doesn't realize it, then it does tons of damage later. And even if they do, it forces a scan out. It looks like TaeJa hasn't noticed yet, or he surely would have dropped that scan by now. Well, this medevac does escape. Meanwhile, there's a mass drop in the main. Oh my god. Paying way too much attention to that counterattack. This is quite the drop. This is a bit of a doom drop here. Almost his whole army. 3 siege tanks are getting surrounded, though, by Lings, but Symbol, no, he's pulling in drones against siege tanks. He's taking a lot of splash damage, but the siege tanks get taken out. He pulls back the drones. He still doesn't have what he needs to deal with this, though. No Banelings. A couple more thing in now, but it's going to be a little bit too late. Ultralisk Cavern trying to get that chitinous plating. 5 Ultras about to pop out. 1 Ultra pops out right in the middle of this army, not where he wants to be. It's going to get focused down almost immediately without that chitinous plating yet, or 3-3. +3 attacks on the way from TaeJa, but no +3 armor just yet. And this drop will get cleaned up. Nice escape with 8 Marines. He's starting to move out on the other side of the map as well. Pick off some creeps. Got a lot of Marines actually out here in the front. Look at that Marine split. Unbelievable. So cost efficient against Banelings and Ultralisks. And he's just still putting the pressure on. Even though he lost most of his Marines, he's just keeping up the pressure. He knows once he gets this big of an advantage, do not let the Zerg rebuild and get up some Banelings. Just continue to attack relentlessly, send reinforcements across the map consistently. He's also attacking, of course, over here at the expansions, just really crippling the economy of Symbol right now. Down to 53 drones, and his economy is just, it's in shambles. 3-3 is now finally completing for him. 5 Ultras, though, on the way. You don't just want pure Ultra against Marine. You want Ultra and Ling and Baneling and Infestor dropping Fungals. What an excellent position for TaeJa right behind this spawning pool. He target fires it down. No more Lings can be produced. We actually have tons of gas here from Symbol, so I'm surprised he didn't make any Infestors, but of course they take 50 seconds to build, so it's hard to justify building them and, you know, waiting for them that whole time. But the gold's being retaken here by TaeJa. He still has a lot of reinforcements.